just tried. Professional basketball, baseball, whatever. They're very professionals, but they still good practice.
Okay.
They still good practice.
Well, against some of those problems, I want to first have you say before we characterize it. So what's going on with USGBC?
It's too much, as always. USGBC probably has too many things going on, and I think we'll be the first to admit it.
So how are you helping?
My name's Lee Bird. I'm the Technical Policy Director at the U.S. Green Building Council. I'm in charge of our state, local, federal advocacy. But we're predominantly known, not for advocacy, but for LEED, the Green Building Rating System, which people often associate with sort of the shiny new building. But we just put out a press release last week noting that we actually are, there's more LEED existing buildings. These are buildings that have been retrofitted and are the best in the country by square footage than new construction. So there's been a tipping point, and we actually asked it a little while back, but we just announced it. But it's a tipping point that's worth celebrating. Kind of gets to what Art was saying about the buildings being improved and investment being made in the existing buildings. So that's a growing area of emphasis, not just for our advocacy, state, local, federal, but in our membership. We have nearly 16,000 member companies. A lot of them are trying to crack that retrofit market to do more work in existing buildings. And the professionals, the architects and engineers that design the new buildings, they're also trying to look at how they can redesign existing buildings. And just also it's sort of on the ground. We've got 79 chapters, and these are individual volunteer organizations across the country, and all of them in different areas, residential, neighborhood development, commercial buildings, all of them looking at existing buildings as the major challenge.
Liv?
I'm Liv Majerzik. I'm the Executive Director of the Institute for Market Transformation, IMT, here in DC. And we are a policy and research organization that looks at the connection between energy efficiency of buildings and the triple bottom line. We look for opportunities for policies and other interventions that will save energy, help the environment, create jobs. And we're working on a variety of things with folks like Walmart, like USGBC. One of the things that we're working on is the problem that right now, a lot of times when you have an energy efficient building, you don't get credit for it when you try to finance that building, when you try to get the financing to make that building more energy efficient, or you look to sell it. And that's partly related to an appraiser problem. It's also partly the appraisers and lenders lagging behind the market. The market is valuing energy efficient buildings, they're valuing Energy Star labeled buildings, they're valuing LEED certified buildings. And in fact, with some of the markets like here in Washington, D.C., you can't even get financing to build an office building in the downtown if it's not going to be Energy Star or LEED. No one wants to pay you to do that because it's already going to be obsolete. And we think that trend is going to spread to the existing buildings. So pretty soon, in a lot of markets, you won't be able to be a trophy building if you're not Energy Star labeled or LEED certified. And in the future, you won't be able to be a Class A office building if you're not Energy Star labeled or LEED certified. And so it's important, I think, for people to sort of see where this is going on. Leading property owners are already looking to either make their buildings better or get rid of them and make it someone else's problem. And we're working with appraisers. We have recommendations and guidelines to appraisers on how do you value energy efficiency in commercial buildings and multi-family residential buildings. We're doing a lot of work on getting access to the data. We have an organization called the Data Access and Transparency Alliance, OMI, USGBC, Real Estate Roundtable, IMT, founding members of that organization, trying to get access to whole building energy data so these building owners can Energy Star benchmark their buildings. They can really understand